Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. Aaron, I hope everyone had a great week. Okay. Please, today's Friday, so feel free to ask me your questions. There are a couple of questions people asked me yesterday. Somebody asked me, I was talking about polls yesterday, but I didn't finish the thought. It seems, I'm not sure. I think I finished at what I was saying. I didn't trust the polls, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me see what I have first. Oh my God. How many of you watched Obama last night? And watching him, it reminded me why he spent 8 years in the White House. Because he knows how to explain and make the case for something he believes in, and also so that people can understand, or he makes it easy for people to be able to differentiate between him and his opponent, whoever is challenging him. So last night, the way he made the point, intuitively I feel it was reaching a lot of people. The way he went about explaining why people should vote for Kamala Harris as opposed to Trump was very effective. And if you look at the points, all the points he hit about Trump's values, his ability to lie with no care in the world, okay, about the economy he left Trump. He gave people a little background on that. Trump thinks that abusing others, makes him macho and strong. People should have, I think he said, an hour or some kind of time every month or every week. I don't remember exactly because it made no sense to me. Or violence. People are allowed to inflict violence on, I guess, criminals or something like that. But the point I'm trying to make is the way Obama went and explained all those things help people understand why they have to vote for Kamala. And let me say something else I feel as he goes around, and he's going to get tons of press. I mean, the guy is not even president. Last night, he was live. So that's good for Kamala as opposed to, people presenting what he says or showing clips of what he says afterwards. I'm sure you guys know that, but intuitively I feel that's going to make a big difference. And also the way he reached out to Black Americans, mostly black males, and the way he explained what Trump did. He reminded everyone that Trump was in the White House. Was in the White House once. So we have an idea. He reminded people of that. I feel intuitively that approach, he will convince some people to either make the effort to decide to go out and vote, or do it by mail. I don't know if you are still, can you still request ballots? Mine came and I mailed it back. I had to mail it because I still live in Jersey. So, but I'm in Florida now. So I still vote in New Jersey. But the thing is, intuitively, I feel the way he made the case, and also he gets under Trump's skin, because he basically is calling Trump stupid without saying, being like me, just outright called Trump stupid. And let me tell you, Trump is not very happy about people treating him that way. And whenever he hears Obama is campaigning against him, drives him nuts. Trump, that is, because that's one person. If you guys remember, I saw it again yesterday. They refreshed my memory. The dinner they had in New York City, when he told Trump, the way Trump went about firing some people over a restaurant they were managing or something to that effect. From his show. I don't even remember the name of the show because I never watched it. The way Obama went about doing that and says, yeah, these are the type of decisions that would keep him up at night as president. That still angers Trump. And last night, I'm not sure, since I've always told you guys I can confuse time. I am not sure if he was watching, Trump that is, was watching while Obama was live or afterward. I feel like saying it, he was watching while Obama was live. This guy was not happy and he hasn't seen anything. And intuitively, I feel something else that's driving Trump nuts is when Obama calls him a 78-year-old billionaire complaining, as opposed, complaining every day, and he doesn't care about anybody but himself. It's true, because it's true. Trump can't handle those things. And people who voted for Obama, when was that? Oh my God, 12 years ago? Right? I don't remember exactly. I think it was 12 years ago, 2008. Oh, Lord. That's been a while. But anyway, I feel like saying I feel he's doing a great job, and he will do great on the road convincing a lot of people to those, for whatever reason, are hesitant to vote for Kamala this time around. They will change their minds. That's what I feel, intuitively, and that's my prediction. He's going to do a very effective job at explaining to people why Trump is the wrong person to be in charge of this country in the coming years. Because I don't intuitively, and I feel Obama is aware of that, all of them are aware of it, that if Trump becomes president, Republicans will be too happy to support his president for life, him and Elon and company, the billionaire class. But my prediction is Trump is right for worrying. This is going to be an effective tool. I feel Kamala is going to win, but Obama will definitely make a big difference. There is one thing I read about this morning, and I wanted to mention it. And going forward, whenever there is something new about Elon Musk, I will talk about it. I won't, make it long, or I'll try not to. I read somewhere this morning. If you Google it, you will find it. It's the latest news that his ex-wife, the one that has 5 kids for him, I don't remember her name. According to her, the guy is a billionaire, so she had an amazing life. And all of a sudden, after they got divorced, she had to basically become a commoner. Well, not really. But do you guys know what Elon did to her? He convinced her, he lied to her basically, into signing her rights to any financial perks or privilege that she could have, or financial right as his ex-wife, to at least be able to live the same at the same standard she was when they were married, according to the law. That's I think, I'm not sure how the law is, but something like that. But she had to readjust. She wasn't complaining about having to readjust. The focus of the article was, well, of what she wanted to talk about, Elon's former wife or ex-wife, how he lied to her. And she said, why not? That's her husband. Why shouldn't she trust him? And he misled her. The reason why I am saying this, Elon is about to get into some major trouble with our government, because the same way he tricked his wife, his ex-wife, into signing the document. I don't know how many of you have heard how long he's been promising to have Tesla, the cars, fully autonomous. Look, guys, I understand the level of difficulties that exist to make anything autonomous on Earth, because there are so many variables, there are so many things that, it's very hard to mimic our brain. Period. That's it. Having a computer do it, I mean, you can come close, but it's going to take a mighty long time to make a Tesla fully autonomous. You can have like a car come from here to go anywhere, as long as you don't have so many other cars around. The unpredictable of somebody may just be crossing in front of it. Okay, it will stop sometimes, not every time. Animals, all kinds of stuff. It's not that easy to recognize and process all those events. I'm just giving you guys a few examples, okay? So the point I'm trying to make is Elon lied about those things too. Not that he knows, he's stupid, he's dumb, he doesn't know anything about computer science. Well, this is not even computer science, this is common sense. Okay, so he went and made those promises. I'm just using that as an example to how this guy was able to con our government. We haven't seen the documents, the promises that this guy has made. Yes, he's delivered on some stuff, but the fanciful life he promised, and to whatever I don't feel, the government is getting everything that Elon promised them, that enabled him to make so much money from our tax base, and he's complaining about others. My prediction is Elon is going to get to eat his lies. Watch after Kamala come into office. Yes. And when I read that this is the way things work for me, I sometimes I'll make predictions. I'm just explaining to some of you how I read, because I'm an intuitive. Okay, I will say this is going to happen to this person, but I may not know why at the time. But if I get the clue of something else, I says, well, this is going to be part of the reason. When I read this article this morning, I'm like, okay, because I told you Kamala was going to go after him, but I wasn't sure why. Watch this. Because we are not the only one who feel that, well, those of you who feel the way I do, the government should have zero business with Elon. That day is coming. And he's going to have a lot of questions. And that has to do with our enemies that him and Trump, among others, have been collaborating with. The stories will come out. Yeah. The same way he tricked his ex-wife. That's how he operates. And that's how he's been able to enrich himself. The same way Trump did the same thing too, but at a lower level. Trump basically had people he cheated a lot of small business people. Trump too will pay. And somebody asked me, do I know when Trump will go to prison? I feel like saying give Trump another year or year and a half, because he's going to appeal. Let me put it this way. My prediction is Trump, Judge Shotgun, as I said this a long time ago, she was going to have zero of it with whatever Trump is saying. He's above the law. They're not supposed to, look at his businesses and stuff like that right now. They should give him a pass until the election is over. Judge Shotgun is not going to have nothing to do with this campaign stuff. And let me tell you, she will hold Trump accountable if he's found guilty from a jury in her court. She's not going to be, I said this a long time ago, like the judge from New York City, I don't remember his name, Marshall. She's not going to be like Judge Marshall, let me tell you guys. And Trump better be very careful. If he doesn't get elected, which I don't think he will, and I feel like saying we're going to go 24, 25, by summer of 26, I'd be shocked if Trump is not behind bars. There is one, as I'm saying this, I'm sorry I'm updating this, okay? But I am an intuitive as I speak, and as I will get things as I talk about them. There's one thing that may keep Trump from spending his full time in prison. And I said this a long time ago. He's going to suffer some kind of heart or circulation related issue, a stroke, a heart attack, or something that's coming for him. So that can help him either delay, or after they send him to prison, cause him to get out. But when it comes to Judge Shotgun and Jack Smith, Trump will be convicted. Yes, just like everyone else. He will suffer the consequences of his action. I'm hearing a noise downstairs. I'm just trying to, if you see me like looking a little bit, something is going on downstairs. There is no one there, but it seems like they're doing some work. Something probably happened from the hurricane. So that's what distracted me for a second there. But yes, Trump will be held responsible. Just hang in there. And like I said not too long ago, all those postponements, it's not because they want to be friendly to Trump. They're looking for safe time. Judge Shotgun wouldn't do it. But other places, other judges or whatever, they're just waiting for the safest time to bring the hammer down on him. That's what's going on. But my friends, hang in there. And Elon too. Both of them will face justice. That's my prediction. And somebody else asked me about Bill Ackman. That's another billionaire who's going around. Well, basically right now, his primary reason for being is becoming a major pan, I believe, for Harvard. Okay, he's the one who accused that the president of Harvard, that black lady, I don't remember her name, she's of Haitian descent. She was president, and they forced her to, or they went and made a case and forced her to step down from the job after some number of months. They accused her of plagiarizing, and his wife was doing the same thing. That guy too. Okay, I am not sure what's coming, what the reason will be, but he will end up with mud in his face as well, and he will have some legal issue. I am not sure why, if it's taxes or something like that. But right now, he is becoming the biggest pain for Harvard. And he's trying to convince people that I'm not sure how to call these people. All those, it seems to me, all those universities, they have people who are experts in investments. So those people show them how to go about managing their money, donation and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so this guy, he's trying to say that the people at Harvard don't know what they are doing, supposedly. I mean, since he's a billionaire, he knows everything, right? That's going to blow up on his face. Because intuitively, I feel Bill Ackman is annoying a lot of people. He's generating a lot of negative energy that's going to catch up with him within the next year or so. And he will regret it. And one more prediction, the wife that he has now will dump him too. The Israeli wife that he has now. Some of his shenanigans are too much for her. So when I'm getting 2, I don't think it's 2 months, within the next 2 years, she'll dump him. My prediction. And let's see. I have a Joel Jason says full moon is next week. Oh, somebody said they noticed that I only answer questions to people I know. If you want to get my attention, you're gonna have to put something like Krista McCracken does, an emoji or something to catch my attention, and if it's color, I'll see it. But other than that, I am not playing favorites. You got to do something, put like Yogi Bear does, says, I'm going to Bass Pro getting me that Trump fish, and Vince caught talking mouth. I don't know what that means, but Yogi Bear got my attention because he has 2 smiley emoji there. Joanna Thomas says, I am glad for your information, Milou. You're very welcome, Joanna. Yes, you see, so thumbs up. So if you want to get my attention, if it's like a regular post without nothing, if I try to pick them, and the way the thing scrolls up so fast, believe me, I'll miss it. But if I see an emoji or something, I'll stop to, that will catch my attention. So put an emoji, something, to catch my attention. Otherwise, I'm sorry. Okay. Now, like right now, Krista McKenna says, okay. I thought that was a question for me. Budika said, Milou, will Obama calling on black men to vote for Harris make a difference? Oh, absolutely. That's what I said earlier. But Obama is going to be very effective. First of all, getting black men motivated to go and vote. And it's because of the way he's explaining it. That's basically what Obama did last night. I'm like, this is what I would have done. And that's what I was explaining. When was that? The day before yesterday? Do you guys remember I didn't mention Obama. I said if I were an advisor to Kamala, I would remind people of what Trump did, and I gave the one that's closest to my heart, COVID. The way he allowed COVID to spread because he's selfish, you know what, I don't want to say, and and reminded people of what he did. And do you remember when I mentioned the in New York City, all those mobile morgues that they had lined up, and that's what Obama is doing, and that's how Obama is going to remind a lot of people what they experienced. Do they want that again? And that's where I feel. And also, when Trump was president, the way he was ready to treat people, and I believe Obama mentioned that too. Was it Obama who mentioned it? I think so. Somebody mentioned it. Maybe I saw it on a TV show. I'm not quite sure now if it's Obama or one of the shows that I was watching. Someone reminded us, oh yes, it was on Morning Joe, on the way Trump went about treating the blue states versus red states when it came to PPE and all kinds of stuff. Okay, and also, if you were a minority, like when people were protesting in New York City, when he held that, not New York City, I'm sorry, in Washington, D.C., when he held that Bible upside down, he tricked Millie into joining him, all those things, okay? They can remind black people of what Trump did when he was in office. So, I mean, they can, I'm reading, I'm just saying to you what I'm getting intuitively, how people can go, because I'm not thinking, like, sitting in the, we don't have the time in 30 to 45 minutes. But those are the type of ways, that's the way I feel. Obama that's the approach Obama is using or will be using to remind anyone, from any minority community, what's to come if they voting for Trump, to get a repeat of what we had. And also that violent hour, or whatever Trump called it, expect that to happen. That's what Obama is going to do. Because let me tell you, intuitively, if Trump was to become president, he's going to have his own goons to go out and hurt people. Mark my, I don't think it's not, it won't happen. So it's, I don't want to waste your time. But yes, he would do it. Trump would do it. Okay? Okay. Susan Stevens says, when will it be safe and financially possible to move back to the North Carolina mountain? If you are talking about the hurricane, Helene, I feel it's going to take at least, give yourself at least 6 months. I don't think it's 6 weeks. Okay, because as I'm saying this, one of my sisters got caught, and I forget the name. They got hit as well in North Carolina. Okay, they left the house because they have an apartment in New York City, but they have a house in North Carolina. I forget the name of the town. Asheville, North Carolina. So they had to go back to New York because they still don't have water. They had electricity. They were at one of my brothers in New Jersey. When was that? I think Monday, either Monday or Tuesday. What's today? Today's Thursday. Yeah, that was Tuesday. They went back to Jersey. So, intuitively, I feel, give yourself 6 months if you are gonna go, if you live there. Okay. All right. Share Bear is asking, what's going to happen to that Portage sheriff that people when Harris wins? I don't know. The Portage name or word sounds familiar. I don't remember that story. And for some reason I'm confused. I don't know if I'm confusing it with Ohio. if you're talking about that sheriff, I think that's what you are talking about. That sheriff has problems. He's being recalled or something. Oh no, that sheriff is done, my friend. If that's the one you're talking about, please let me know. His life as a sheriff, I feel, is done. Electoral Sum says today is Friday. Milou, thank you. Oh yes, you're right. I thought it was Thursday. And then if I said Tuesday night, that was the night before, because I was competing from Thursday, so it was Monday evening they came. Okay. Craig Dixon's Trump giving Putin that COVID equipment is just sick. Well, tell me about it, man. Oh my God, I remember those days well and what he was doing and his arrogance. You know, trying to, he was trying to impress people, but he sounded so dumb, at least to me anyway. I'm sure to a lot of you. If they can insert light and to people and give them a bath, some internal bath or something. This guy is so stupid. Oh my God. I remember that day, like, I just couldn't believe a president of this country was saying those dumb things. But, to some backwoods people who don't know anything about the human body, it sounded good, Okay. Somebody asked me. Yeah, somebody asked me a question about, it seems like DOJ had some kind of online meeting. I don't know exactly, and the person is complaining about I don't answer people's questions. Oh, thank you, Joel Tilson. But I don't watch. I don't. What I do is prediction, and I try to give you my intuitive impression, which is a form of prediction. If I'm reading what the person is thinking, and then what is going to come out. But I don't specifically look for news clip to make a case. Maybe I should do that, but I don't do that. It's not something that I do. I was explaining the Obama situation, which is similar to that, but my focus is not on reading news clips and tell you about them. Whenever I tell you about something, it's because, if I have to make a point. But that's not what I do. The person is asking me, why don't I say that? And the person was talking in reference to crimes going down, and I'm not saying it. But there's nothing to predict. The prediction would be crime would be going down, but crime is down, so I'm not going to waste anybody's time talking about crime going down under Biden and Kamala. So if I don't talk about these things, if the outcome is already there, and I'm not going to talk about it or read and report, okay? Sorry about that. All right. Let's see. There's someone else asked me a question. That's why I'm scrolling. Oh, so okay, that Ackman stuff. That's what I didn't know it was Ackman. Okay, I think that's it. There are more questions, but I just don't want to scroll and look for them. I'll answer you guys' questions. Otherwise, Trump. I'll talk about Trump's behavior because I have it that. Lately, basically, the reason why Trump is behaving the way he's behaving is because he's desperate. Excuse me, and intuitively, I don't feel it's going to help him at all. As far as the Trump, when somebody said it, I think I'll use the thought the person used this morning on Morning Joe. They said Trump is doing Trump now. He's going to New York City, the one event in New York City, it's because that's what he feels like doing. It's not because there's any strategy behind it and stuff like that. And that's part of why Trump is going to New York as well. To me, that's true, okay? but also he doesn't know what else to do. And there's another a thing that I feel that's going to backfire on Trump. That's why I'm bringing it up. There is a bro thing, young white guys or young guys, something like that. Trump is trying to, you know, get them to vote for him. But to me, those young guys, yeah, I'd say 50% of them will go with Trump, but they can easily turn on him too because they're not dumb. They are not like the older folks that are stuck to Fox News, and a lot of them, they're young. Yes, you can fool them easily, but a lot of them can think for themselves. They are not some ignorant 60-year-old who's stuck and doesn't know any, those guys, they go to parties, they meet friends, and somebody without even thinking show them a video or on TikTok or something, and they says, oh my God, that piqued their curiosity, and then they start looking into whatever they saw on TikTok or whatever they shared with their friends or their friends shared with them. This is what Trump did, and they realize, wait a minute, Trump is lying to me. I'm just giving you an example of the danger I feel. And Trump thinking, and Trump courting those young guys, how it's going to turn out, how they can turn on him. Watch that space. That's what I felt this morning when I heard that whole machismo thing that Trump is projecting. And he has a whole bunch of people, the woman who's in charge of the Trump campaign at the same level of La Civita, I don't remember, some kind of Walls, no, not Walls, I'm sorry. I don't remember her name. She says she's dealing with a bunch of testosterones, talking about, the guy's behavior around her in the campaign. I feel she's right, and that stuff is going to come back to bite Trump. That stuff is not going to work. So his behavior, this whole machismo, lie, he knows everything. Watch. Krista McCracken says, Milou, what about that sheriff in Portage County, Ohio? I don't feel this guy is going to be sheriff for long if he's still a sheriff. I don't know what the question is, if there is something specific about that. Okay, let's see. Joel Tison says one of Alabama Supreme Court justice is openly racist. Well, that's what's happening today. That's the Trump effect. These people, they don't hide themselves anymore. They feel it's the right thing to do. Be openly racist. That's normal today, according to the Trump thing. Yeah, let's see what happens. It's going to come back to bite. Watch these people. Okay, friends, today they're coming to help me here, so I can't stay longer. I wish I could, but unfortunately I have to go. Thank you, everyone, for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, please feel free to go to my website, psychicmilou.com, or call me or text me on my YouTube number. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. If you guys have any idea on how I can make this better, or if you have questions and stuff, please feel free to post them, because I don't know, I'm trying to figure out why this, I'm blaming YouTube for some stuff, but I have to look at myself as well. Maybe I know I'm not funny, and I don't look like many other psychics. I can't help it. I don't think, it's not going to help me. If something is not helping me, I'm not going to use it. So having nice pictures, spiritual pictures behind me, if I don't have them, I'm sorry. I don't feel it. To me, I'm not talking for anyone else, but to me, it doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. So I'm not going to buy them and put them there. So, but please let me know if you have any ideas on, maybe I can present this a little different. I would appreciate it. So please feel free to give me a thumbs up. Yeah, that's free too. If you like the program, I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I'll do my my usual Saturday evening sessions. Membership members, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, friends, thank you. I will see you all tomorrow evening, or those of you who show up. No, well, some of you do show up. Please do a search for Milou reading channel. I should come up. Okay, the channel that my other channel. See you tomorrow. Bye.